mean, help me understand, because I don't think like you guys. And if something on paper tells me no, but we're moving forward as if it's a yes, in my head, nothing else makes sense. Can you help me make that make sense?
So you're referring to the 2 staff positions for
Well,
consolidation?
I mean, not just those, the other items as well.
What other items?
Actually, I wrote it down, 15.3 and 15.8, the 2 items that were in question, 15.8, 15.3.
So those were the opinions that that I provided. I am working on getting additional information as well in regards to the reconsideration vote. Currently, the item 15.3, as stated to the board from 2 different law firms, was that those are just conceptual plans. The final plans come to the board once we do the EIR. Most likely, and we were just talking about this earlier today, we'll probably be when we bring the EIR for the board approval or denial, then we'll bring all the plans and everything with it. At that point in time, those are the items that truly get us either to move forward from that point with consolidation or not. And so those were just conceptual plans, and that's the 15.3. 15.8 from the February meeting, unfortunately, that was just an error, and 100% I will own that. Those items were moved forward. They also were approved consecutively at the March and the April board meeting, 5-0 by the board. There was much discussion about the hiring of both of those individuals, and the board did approve those hires on the personnel recommendations.
Is there any bylaw or ed code or anything that states that if something was voted down or not passed by a board, it cannot be brought forth again?
Yes, there is, and that is the 90.
The reason I ask that is because if that is the case, I kind of just need to help understand why the items were brought forth again in the times that you had stated. If they weren't supposed to be, is it supposed to be wording? Is it if it's worded differently?
So it was the hiring of the people into the positions, and the positions we automatically this has happened since long before me, all of our position control in the system actually lists the position, the name of the person, and then the FTE, the full-time equivalency, in the actual personnel recommendation.
So did we, back when this item did not pass, did we not pass the person or the position?
Position.
So if the position didn't happen,
Right.
how is a person holding a position?
Because the position was listed on the personnel recommendation. I'm not saying it's perfect. It's absolutely not perfect in any way, shape, or form.
What is a personnel recommendation listing?
That's what's on the consent agenda at every meeting.
Okay.
We definitely discussed the consolidation hires because we had lots of opinions on the consolidated principal and the consolidated AD.
I don't disagree
Are you telling me
with
that's?
that.
Oh, go
Sorry, James.
go ahead.
I don't disagree with that. We had lots of conversation about the personnel recommendations for those positions, and that is what it is. But I think what the real issue is that the original position was actually
description.
never created because it didn't pass, and therefore we hired people into positions that didn't exist.
And those hirings were approved unanimously subsequently with additional discussion at the time.
Correct,
I'm
but
not
if we-
and
sure,
that was
because I
within
haven't
90
gone back
days.
and watched those 2 meetings. Didn't we even carve out one of those separately
did.
to vote on
We
separately?
We did, and I'm not disputing, I am not trying to dispute
Yeah.
that those people were hired into position. That's not what I'm arguing at all. What I'm saying is that those people wouldn't have been able to be hired into a position because it was never passed in the first place. We would have had to reconsider a vote for those positions at a later date with either all board members there or a unanimous vote.
Right.
Is all I'm trying to say. So I am just concerned with moving forward with things when I personally haven't felt like the board itself has gotten its own legal counsel to review these things. And so that is very concerning to me, to move forward with consolidation things when there is this kind of stuff on the table and spending that's going on with things that weren't approved.
Okay. So we are to item 13, which is public comment.